Hey everybody, Rebels of Cloud9. I'm going to build the, I don't even know who makes these things. Facinations, Star Wars Middle Earth, Millennium Falcon model. And it's photo etched metal basically. So I'll get to this in a second. I'm just going to go over quickly the tools that I'm going to use before I get started here. I've got a pair of tweezers here, and these have a straight edge so I can bend the tabs. I'm using a chisel X-Acto blade. This is for cutting them out of the sprues. I've got my diamond file here from Tamiya. This is to clean down the parts. I think a regular file would work better, or not better, but just as well. And I have this pair of pliers here. The reason I'm using the pliers is because of this smooth part right here. I'm going to use this part here to bend the pieces that need to be bent. So, let's take a look at the kit. You get 2 sheets of metal, and they're nice and shiny and whatnot. It's not too big. There's the size of my hand there, or here. So, it's about the height of a Tamiya paint pot. And top and the bottom here. It's got some beautiful detail, and the etching that they've done in it, it just looks fantastic. I really like it. Be kind of fun to paint it, but I'm going to build it straight out of the box. Not worry about all that. And you get this yellow instruction sheet, and they give you, okay, blue dot, insert tab and bend 90 degrees for most visible areas. Green triangle, insert tab, twist 90 degrees in the best, some areas, no, oh sorry, is best in some areas to ensure tight connection. Okay. Needle nose pliers are helpful for assembly. Insertion holes, insertion tabs, fold lines. To avoid injury from sharp edges, please remove. This product is not a toy. Keep out of reach of children. They do actually have a 14 plus at the bottom there, so I would not recommend this for any kids. You know, if you're thinking of getting this as like a gift, I would say no. Don't don't do it. Don't do it. They're probably not going to have fun with photo etched metal, and someone's probably going to cut a finger or something. And even me, who's worked with photo etched metal, it's probably going to happen to me. So we need piece number 1. Oh. Okay. That's what this is for. So they have a, just move this, they have a parts chart. Let's go like that. Alright, part number 1 is that one. Okay. So what I'm going to use is the chisel here. Now with the chisel, I'm going to line it up with the tab, like this, and push down. There you go. I like using chisel versus something like this. A lot of modders say to use curved ones, because then you kind of roll it on there. But I find the chisel works because it's just a little bit of a jab, and it works pretty well for me. So that's the next thing I want to buy, though, is a pair of photo etched metal cutters. So let's see how this file holds up. pretty darn well. Okay. So I'm supposed to bend and twist like that, but with the tabs in there, which is a little tricky to do, but I'm going to bend them down, put them in. Whoa, don't do that. Okay. Can't get it. I will in a minute. Anyways, guys, enjoy the montage. So far, in building this, it hasn't been too bad. It's been really helpful to have these tweezers. Really strong tweezers are really handy to have. Some of these pieces, the folds, they're pretty difficult to get right. Like, you need, I don't know, you need tools and things like, I don't even know. Like, I know that a lot of photo etch metal companies make like special tools and things like that. And yeah, you kind of need that with this thing. Just to, I guess, kind of help it out a little bit more. But it's slowly coming along. It's not too bad. I'm hoping I'll enjoy this enough to want to venture and buy all the others, so I am gonna keep building. Alright, so here it is. I just pick up this stuff, it keeps falling off my desk. Alright, here it is. And it's pretty darn cool. I'm really thrilled with how it turned out. I had a couple problems with this one that I don't think you'd quite have with a couple of the others. Mainly getting these curved and rounded areas. They were a little bit tricky to do. You know, I would wrap it around this X-Acto blade handle and anything else round that I could get. Construction's pretty easy. It's got this display stand that's permanently fixed to the model, which is really nice. And it looks pretty darn cool. I've shown it around to a couple people, and they like it a lot too. So, yeah, like I said though, a couple of getting these curved areas like here in the cockpit and that part of the bridge, and a couple other little places. Those were a little bit more fussy, like the deflector there. It got to a point where I was thinking of building it as the ending of Return of the Jedi, where Lando knocks it off, because it just didn't want to work properly for me. But in the end, it looks pretty darn cool, and I can't wait to buy a couple more of these in the future. They're pretty fun. Proportion of it this way is a little bit off, but I'm not gonna complain about it being perfectly accurate to the movie. As far as tools and things go, this chisel was helpful a lot. Also, I really highly recommend if you're building these to invest in a pair of really strong tweezers like these with a straight angle like this. It'll make building it so much easier to accomplish. As well as something kind of pointy, like maybe like a flathead screwdriver or something, just so you can. There's a couple areas where you need something like that. But yeah, the age recommendation is 14 and up, and I really strongly recommend that. If you're thinking of buying this as a gift for your 8-year-old son or daughter, don't. It's pretty. I think they'll find it to be too tough and too tricky. Especially someone who's never built a model before. These are, I looked on their website, and all of their Star Wars kits are rated intermediate, so they're middle ground, and it's tricky enough without it being, difficult to do. But it's not impossible. It was a lot of fun, and I really look forward, like I said, to buying a couple more of these. These are really cool. Really, really cool, really fun little kits. But they are kind of expensive. So if you're paying over 20 bucks for one, you're paying way too much. I didn't pay near that much for these. So yeah, that's about it. It's pretty cool, and I can't wait to get the R2D2 and have that sitting here on my desk. Hope you've enjoyed this review, everybody. I've had a lot of fun building it, and I've tried my best to present this in a way that you could see what I was doing, but it was a little trickier this time. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. This is Rebel at Cloud9, signing out.